Hi there, quick motorhoming around video on electrics, so plugging in and running off the leisure battery. First thing we're going to do is plugging in. So the cable to plug in is always stored on this side of the garage. You can clip the door open with one of these little clips up here to stop it from banging in and hitting you. You've got an awful lot of extension lead here, so it will run quite a long way around the campsite. First thing that I do is get it plugged in. So right here you've got this flap, which when you knock it in, it stays very, very solid when you're driving. You've got to make sure that is knocked in when you drive, otherwise it will flap around everywhere. Open that up, and you line up the socket like this. You can see there's a little divot just in this one and a little bulge there, and you can see how the 3 pins align. You push the two together, give it a good shove, and let that flick, and then that will be connected up to the power. Then you hold the disc like this. I'm going to go around there, you stay here, and we run it over here all the way around to your power source. Now this is obviously our outside plug, but this would be the same on a campsite, and it's exactly the same connection on this end. All I'm doing is plugging it in like this. Yours will probably be on the wall, but as you can see the connection is exactly the same. You plug it in, and then follow me back to the van. Just up on the control panel, you'll now see that this light has gone green with a little picture of a plug underneath it. That means you're connected to the mains. So then your 240 volts will work. You've got one plug socket down here next to the ignition switch for the heater, and one plug socket over here. These plug sockets will only work when the van is plugged in to the 240 or 230 volt supply. All the lights will work on the leisure battery. So just quickly, I'll show you how to switch on the leisure battery. So on the passenger side of the van, there's a dead switch. So this has very handily painted in Tipex off and on so that you know which position is which. So you push in and flick up for the leisure battery to be on, and that will engage everything that works on the leisure, which is really just the water pump and the lights. You won't be able to run any of the 240 volts. If that's on when you're driving, it will also charge and be able to run the fridge, because the fridge runs on 12 volt provided it switch around to it. Switch it off like this when you're on site and plug it in, and always make sure that it's switched off when you've got the van plugged in. Don't leave it on, because it will keep trying to charge a battery and it won't need to.